Sorry for my looks, guys. I'm an old man. Just woke up.
What we have found, if you listen, hello everyone, back to the channel. Today we've got our 2011 Dodge Ram Crew Cab Dually. She's in here for some maintenance, and today we're going to start with the sway bar end links. Let me get you in there and show you what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Lighting is pretty bad underneath here, but you can see here, you can see how it goes this way and then that way. So they're pretty wore out. I mean, both of them are that way too. So she's got something like 220,000 miles on her. So it's time for some suspension upgrades and maintenance. And today we're going to be putting in some suspension max. I actually bought these a while ago. They're so much beefier, and definitely for a big truck like this, they definitely require some beefy parts. However, if you notice too, I mean, she ain't perfect, but I do use this truck. She's been very dependable and reliable, and let's get to it. All right, so right here, this top bolt is a 15 millimeter, and I have sprayed everything down with lubricant and stuff like that, just so we can hopefully get these things off. Well, let me zip these out, and then I'll find you the size for this one, and we'll go from there. Okay, so it's 21 millimeter. Yep, 21 millimeter. All right, let's get these off here. All right. I don't know if you can tell or not, but that inside is spinning. So I'm gonna get something. Of course, it's not a hex head, which, you know, that would not make sense. Let me get something to hold on to this, and I'll get these out. Okay, so what we've done here, a pair of locking pliers holds the inside, and then 21 spins the outside. And these don't have it, but a lot of times you'll have locking pliers, they'll have something here, so you could put it on there and you could tighten this down and get a really, really good bite on those. So if you have one of those, it's good to know if you didn't know that already. However, we'll zip these out. I don't know why I'm not using my impact. So I won't bore you with it. I'll bring you back when I got both of these in. All right, so I got this nut off. Pull this out. Pull this down. Pull this out. And here you can see how bent that is. So you can see how crusty it is. Let me see if I get that to zoom in. However, some of you guys are probably yelling at the screen, but it does have a hex on the end of that, which I could have used a wrench on that nut and then held that with another wrench, and it would have done the same thing as the pliers. But I'm not reusing these, so I don't really care. And yeah, let's get the other side off. Okay, those are swapped out. I'll show you the torque specs. This is the one we have here, the SMX 1311. You can tell by the label there. So they're in, but this is torqued because this is just flat. This is not torqued because you need to have tension on the suspension before you torque those. So next we're going to move on to the running board on the driver's side. This right here, you can tell it is a Southern truck, but let me get some light. Sorry about that. but it still has a little bit of rot, like right here. It's sad. But anyways, it had these really crappy J bolts. Here's one of them right here. I'll grab it out. So it just had this J bolt in it, and they didn't hold very good. I mean, again, they're only holding on one side of the bolt, right? So didn't hold very good, and it slipped a little. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this side use these mounts, which bolt to where the body bolts to the frame. So that's what we're going to work on next. Okay, quick, I don't know, is that sideways? All right, we'll fix it. Okay, quick update on the truck. As you can tell, I got this mount mounted now. It's flat. Before it was hanging off. Here's the new mounts. Those bolts up there that go into the body, they have Loctite and they're torqued to 80 foot-pounds. At least that's what the internet says. Everything else is tight. I do, however, need to reconnect the wiring for this. Whomever owned it before put some lights in here. I'm not a huge fan of lights, but they actually don't look bad, so I'm gonna do that. So that's oh yeah, quick update too. And again, not torqued yet, but they're ready. I gotta put a load on it. So all right, and I think that might be it for today's episode, show, video, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you haven't already, like, it's free, comment, it's free, subscribe, it's free.